Okay, it's the 14th, around 4:30, Twilight, and let's see here. That's good. This, and that's loud. This Durga. There we go. There it is. The Durga yantra over my shoulder. Good for me. Anyway, the energies are crazy. Wow. What would I say? Dr. Baravi's video today, Molly McCord's video today, Adrian Elise's video today, and then Ben Davidson's, there we go, Ben Davidson's video of suspicious observers, actually both this morning and this afternoon. Boy, the changes are accelerating, and thank goodness for Molly, Dr. Baravi, even Dr. Ramani too, in making that distinction between alcoholic families and narcissistic parents. And then Ben with suspicious observers. Oh, the changes. But Molly, Dr. Baravi, and Adrian Elise, yeah, her live stream today too was powerful, and again very, very helpful, because it clarifies a lot of these intense Scorpio and eclipse and Pluto and Uranus energies and squares and aspects. And then Ben, just very frankly, the very scientific, the electromagnetic field of the Earth. Yes, the sun is going through changes, but it's really the changes that are happening on the planet and in the atmosphere of the planet as Gaia is preparing as well. We're all preparing for our metamorphosis and next steps in our evolution and growth and development. And so it's pretty amazing. So again, today was another one of those. The energies were, thank God for the aforementioned, because it would be very easy for me to go into panic when I have energy for a while and some lucidity, and then I hit these just, and this has been going on for decades, really, but it's really accented and amplified and accelerated now because of the monumental changes that are happening and what's been going on over the decades. And for me, the alchemical work and the transformational work that I've been on has been preparing for this time. And it makes me think of, when I literally gave birth. In that process of the pregnancies. And so I've had 2 children, so I've gone through two pregnancies and gave birth to a daughter first and then a son 40 some years ago, back in the early 80s. And, it's similar to that process. Because, the process of the pregnancy and getting ready and then going through stuff, and then you get close to, delivery time, that last week or so, when the initial contractions start showing up and the baby's moving and positioning itself, and the body and the hormones, and geez, you just, as a woman, you're just kind of along for the ride, which I didn't like at all, but that's the way it happened. And it's kind of like the same thing now. It's like there's not too much I can do except for just go with the flow, and it's the case for all of us. It's the case. I mean, it's extraordinary times to harness the potential, the metamorphic potential of the growth, but you have to go through that death and rebirth process. And when we get to that, which is where we're at, it's where we're at personally, but also the earth and her changes are here, along with the sun and our solar system. It's all going through these metamorphic death and rebirth processes. And the key is, to continue to expand our consciousness, heal, release the old, reach for, the higher powers that that will be there to assist us through this process. But the thing is, we still have to go through it, just like Mommy, just like we had to as women. Nobody else can give birth to those babies but myself. That just wasn't negotiable. And so now, like, how to say, I used to have this t-shirt way back in the 80s. It's called "I'm a Woman Giving Birth to Myself." It was a great t-shirt, and that's what it feels like. I think I kind of had a sense of this time, having gone through that process, giving 2 other people birth into this world. Now it's for myself, and metamorphosis and realization is a whole nother playing field in that regard. But that's the opportunity we have now. And not everybody is, how to put it, everybody eventually will go through metamorphosis and realization, but it may not be in this incarnation. This incarnation, there are going to be many who go through the process of what appears to be failure and a missed opportunity, which it isn't, because it's learning through the pain and the failure, and the missed opportunity teaches. It's very important process of soul development and soul evolution. So it's not about winning or losing. It's about embracing our destiny. And there really is only a small portion of the people who are going to, whose timing and development is ready to go through. It's like we're in that final trimester in the 9th month. Those of us who will transcend this experience. Most of the people on the planet are probably in, again, metaphorically speaking, probably in the first and second month of their pregnancy, of their metamorphosis, their personal metamorphosis, their soul's evolutionary path. And so they need to go through this process. It's a vitally important process of their soul's growth, and to learn through pain and failure and shame and all of that fear, which those of us who can harness this cataclysmic change and make it through, have dealt with a lot of pain and fear and shame and failure, and learned a lot. So we've put in our dues, and so it's time. So anyway, I wanted to just notate and touch base. Extraordinary times. Again, it was a day where man, some of those energies just laid me out. I couldn't move, nothing. Go into very deep, like, what is this all about? And then, then there's just like this little opening in it where I can kind of like, okay, get up and put one foot in front of another and, reach out my hand for help and receive, enough support. I still have to do it on my own, but I can get help and support. And grace, to take the next steps. And so I did, and I enjoyed small successes in cooking experiments and cleaning and I'm working on another Adi Shakti two of them yantras right now, and the Adi Shakti, the Banga, I think it's called, the Sikh with the two swords symbol as well. And so I'm moving along, and the day goes by so fast. Everything is speeding up. And taking care of myself, receiving the help, and loving the people, everybody around me right now who, for whom this is going to be, some of these coming changes and tower moments are going to be pretty devastating. And it's going to, for some people, it's just going to bring out their worst. But that's the point of the towers, is to bring out the worst. And some people will be able to, within this incarnation, see it and be able to, how do I put it? And to be able to ask for the healing, to have compassion with ourselves. I mean, this is the human condition on this, this is this path, on this dimension of duality. And this is where we're at, all of us. And so it is an extraordinary honor and gift, to be here at this time. And so, yeah, so, Durga, wow, along with the Sikh gurus, and still just the triggers are on me. My neighbor downstairs. It's a little bit more quiet now, but when he came home from work, that TV was pretty loud. And, I could hear it all the way in the kitchen and everything, and so. But then it shifts and changes. So anyway, that's the process. And so this is the 14th of, is it the 14th already today or 13th? 14th or 13th of November, Monday. Yeah, it's the 14th. It's the 14th. I watched the Guru Granth Sahib, the Harmandir Singh, City Harmandir, the Golden Temple. I have to say that right. The City Sahib Harmandir Singh or something like that. The Golden Temple. I have to work on that one, so I can speak that name with its most, in Gurmukhi, because Gurmukhi is the language of the sound currents. English is a good language, and it's an incredible bridge, for many. But the power is in Gurmukhi with that tradition. So anyway, but I did watch it this morning, and it was a different kind of energy, a different, we call them Granthis, the ones who carry the Guru Granth from the, I think the Akal Takht, over the bridge into the Golden Temple, and then set it up and take the hukum for the day. So it was a different one. So the energy is very different, but as I've been watching it for like a week now, daily, I'm starting to see the different people who are keeping the Guru alive and available. Available for us. It's amazing times we're in. So anyway, a little bit more talkative today, at least at this stage in the day. And so, yeah. Satnam Vaheguru Chi Miigwech. Thank you for listening.